The internet went completely wild after what happened in Houston last night, and people are still arguing about it everywhere online. Cardi B rolled into the Toyota Center as part of her flashy Miss Drama tour, and the place was packed with energy. The crowd was loud, the vibe was electric, and Cardi made sure the city felt every second of it. Then things got even bigger when Megan Thee Stallion stepped on stage, and the whole arena exploded with excitement. Houston was clearly getting a full show, and Cardi made sure people would remember that night. But that performance is not even the main thing people are fighting about right now. The real shock came when people noticed that Nicki Minaj's little sister, Ming, was actually at the concert, not just sitting somewhere in the crowd either. She was also spotted at the after party. And not just anywhere at the party, but right there in Cardi's section. The moment that clip started spreading online, the Barbs immediately started going off, posting comments from every direction and demanding answers. Ming didn't stay quiet though. She jumped online and fired back at the drama. She said, "At the end of the day, we all grown, and some of the drama and whatever is not fitting to matter in the future." Then she added, "Pick a side, no side. Who said you can't love both? Y'all just want drama." She kept going, making it clear she thinks the whole fight is mostly coming from fans. She even said, "That ain't nobody but the fans. I'm gonna say, like, let's be for real. We grown, and when y'all get old and wrinkly, what we post ain't gonna matter." Ming basically made it clear she's not stressing about the backlash at all. She pretty much brushed the whole thing off and moved on. Now let's be real for a second, because a lot of people online are acting like there's some deep family loyalty being broken here. But the truth is, Nicki Minaj and Ming Lee have never really had that super close relationship people imagine. Ming is Nicki's half-sister, and she's only 18 years old right now. Nicki is 43, which means there's about a 25-year age gap between them. On top of that, they share the same father, not the same mother, so their connection growing up wasn't exactly the typical sister bond people picture. And people know how situations like that can sometimes be complicated in families. Half siblings from different households don't always grow up side by side, and sometimes the relationship just isn't that tight. Ming has even talked about this herself before. She openly said that they weren't close while she was growing up. In fact, she mentioned that calling her Nicki always felt strange to her, so she usually calls her by her real name, Monica.
Always had this urge to impress her, because anybody else, I wouldn't give a about.
So what's your current relationship with Nicki?
We was never close. She was like always like busy. She be busy and stuff like that. I be doing my too. Like
that alone shows the relationship isn't some super tight sister duo like fans try to make it seem. So when people online start yelling about loyalty, Ming clearly doesn't see it that way. From her point of view, there isn't some deep sister bond being betrayed here. And when you compare it to the relationship Cardi B has with her sister, Hennessy Carolina, it's a totally different vibe. Those two move like a real team everywhere they go. And this isn't even the first moment that made people raise their eyebrows when Ming got connected to something in Cardi's world. Earlier this year on Valentine's Day, Ming showed off a brand new tattoo right above her eyebrow. The tattoo said Tommy, and the second people saw it, the questions started flying everywhere, because guess who Tommy is supposed to be? And here's where the situation gets even messier. The name Tommy that Ming tattooed above her eyebrow is actually Cardi B's ex-boyfriend. Yeah, that's the same Tommy people remember from Cardi's past. So when folks saw that tattoo, a lot of them instantly started connecting the dots and saying the whole situation felt way too close to Cardi's circle. Some people online even joked that Ming basically said, "It's a small world," and kept it moving. Now this tension didn't just appear out of nowhere either. Nicki Minaj has thrown a few sharp comments toward Ming before. One big moment people still talk about happened when Ming went on the We in Miami podcast and spoke publicly about their relationship. That move clearly didn't sit well with Nicki. Later on Stationhead, Nicki fired back with a statement that had everybody talking, saying that being a mooch and a clown does not run in her DNA. So now people are trying to figure out what Ming's real motive is here. Some believe she might be chasing attention with these moves. Others think there might still be tension between the sisters behind the scenes. And then there are people who believe Ming simply doesn't care what anyone thinks and is just living her life the way she wants. But what do you think about this whole situation? Was Ming wrong for showing up at Cardi B's concert and the after party? Or is it not that serious since they were never close like that? Do you think this was done out of spite, or is she just doing her own thing without worrying about the drama? Let me know what you think.
So you mean to tell me Nicki Minaj's own sister went to Cardi B's concert and after party? Now listen, I want y'all to understand something. Her sister came out and said, who said I can't love both? And I'm so glad that she has a brain that works, because a lot of people, they like to play this little game where they're like, you can't like one artist if you like the other artist. And every time I even talk about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj in the same video, people be like, pick a side. And it's like, music is subjective, okay? If I like your music and I like the other person's music, I'm gonna listen to both of you all's music. I don't care what kind of beef y'all got going on. That don't got nothing to do with me.
So guys, Nicki's sister has now not only been seen attending Cardi B's tour, but was also sitting in her section. And after this, I think it's safe to say Ming Lee and Nicki Minaj's relationship is dead, not coming back. She is not getting back in Nicki Minaj's good graces, because they were already into it over the fact that Ming kept coming online and talking about their personal relationship. Like, I know a lot of people dislike Nicki Minaj, but this right here is outright weird to me, because you're literally attending the tour of someone who spoke on your sister's child and called your sister's child slow. Isn't that supposed to be your nephew? And then she made another comment getting disrespectful and said, babe, my own sister called me a clown and a mooch, yet y'all still support. Couldn't even tell y'all who her real daddy was. Please, I post what I want and y'all chose to take offense for what? For a woman that wouldn't pee on you in a bucket if you was thirsty. Trying to be funny to your own blood, getting on social media and saying that you don't have to pick a side when someone's now spoken on your sister's child is kind of crazy to me. I don't care what the instance was. I don't care who said what first. If somebody said something about my sister's child, I'm on my sister's side. And the other thing that's getting me is, why is you saying you couldn't tell her who her daddy was, trying to be funny? See, this is the kind of stuff I'm starting to see where the issue was ran. It's too much social media going on for this to be your sister. This is wild to me. But y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the comments. I'm honestly not too shocked, for real. Ming was the same person who was sleeping with Cardi's ex-boyfriend. But that's not the tea of today.
It's like Nicki Minaj's little sister Ming Lee had a great time at the Cardi concert. I feel that song in my soul every time, Ming. I understand, I do. But if that was my little sister, why are you there? And why are you having a good time? Ming, it's the optics. It's just the optics, girl. Because you know what people are going to say. All right? And your sister, she not all there right now. So you know what she may say. Maybe. Well, Ming, it's just the optics. It's the optics, because you know what people are going to say. You know who your sister is, okay? The Nicki Minaj. You know the beef. But maybe Nicki and Cardi squashed it and we just don't know about it. So Ming feels comfortable enough to go to that show and bob her head mad hard and feel the songs in her soul and sing the lyrics. Man, me and my sister might have to fight. I'm not gonna lie.